Some like it hot, but we like it raw. Get ready for Raw Nirvana. Greetings, welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to make olive tapenade with fresh garden herb crackers. And to start with the olive tapenade, these are raw olives, pitted olives, sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil, capers, and a little bit of garlic, and basil, and lemon.
Can't forget the lemon.
We'll start with the olives. One cup of olives here.
For the sun-dried tomatoes, you don't want to put the actual dried tomatoes in there. You want to soak them for at least an hour so they can regain moisture. That way they're soft and still they add like a really nice, rich, maybe even slow simmered cooked flavor. It's really yummy.
Capers.
And we have 4 teaspoons of olive oil. Get going on this lemon.
And about a tablespoon of minced basil.
And get the garlic.
Minced garlic as well.
About 1 clove equals a teaspoon. We're also going to be putting 2 teaspoons of lemon juice in. And just get that going. I want to grab a spoon. We can keep the seeds from going. Then you just whip that up real quick. Keep it, you want to chop it actually, so you can keep it chunky, because olive tapenade should not be a smooth spread, it should be chunky. That should be good. Yeah. All right, and when we have that, just put it back in the olive oil. It smells really good too. All right, now we have our olive tapenade, so we're going to move over to our herb garden crackers.
The main ingredients in these crackers is flaxseed, and these are whole flax seeds. You want to soak them overnight. The consistency is very jelly. They stick together, and it's actually what keeps the cracker together.
All right, so we're going to use 1 head of spinach, or about 3 cups of baby spinach. We're going to be mixing that with half a cup of onion, 3 medium-sized cloves of garlic. We have 4 small ones here. And just a dash of salt. Go around here. We're gonna puree this up to make like a really rich green, delicious smelling puree that we're gonna mix with the flax seeds and some other herbs. Actually, let's throw some herbs in this puree too now to get that one going. Do about 2 sprigs of fresh oregano. Got some fresh rosemary here.
I'm gonna cry again.
Okay, Shama.
I really am happy.
And use a little bit of marjoram. This is one of my favorite flavors right here. Organic onions will do that to you.
Thank you.
And then we'll throw in a couple fresh sprigs of basil, or fresh leaves. Basil.
Did you already put the garlic in?
Oh, did.
Okay.
About half of a cup of onions, so we'll take about half of that. Throw it in there. We puree that. Now we've soaked these flax seeds overnight, so they're pretty gummy. Okay, so what we have here is a head of spinach, about 3 cups of baby spinach. We have salt. We're about to add some lemon juice, half a cup of onion, and a cup of fresh herbs. So we add the lemon juice, and we're gonna blend that one up again to make a nice puree. Sometimes you gotta scrape the sides down to get it going. Then we're gonna transfer this to a bowl. Take that little spinach leaf out of there. Great, thank you. Beautiful color green. It is proven in a study that just looking at the color green improves your mood and lowers your blood cholesterol, or heart cholesterol and your blood pressure. So look around, go outside, enjoy nature, and enjoy all the green in life, even the green lights. Right, so we're gonna add this to 2 cups of soaked flax. We have soaked this overnight in mountain spring water. We try not to use tap just because of the minerals and other stuff that, you know, has come along the way. So we're just gonna add that to that, and it's gonna be very gooey the next day, which is great for making a cracker dough that we are going to dehydrate. So we're just gonna blend this up pretty well. I'm gonna use the bigger bowl actually. Got a big batch here today. Oop. Very gooey, they stick together. And we're gonna mix this in with 2 shredded zucchinis and 2 shredded carrots. I'm gonna mix this all together. Sure. And then after that, we're gonna add flax meal and a little bit of water. If your flax seeds still have a little bit of water in them and are pretty gooey and a good consistency, you don't need to add the extra water. It's only if you feel you need it, but you want a really sticky, gooey batter so that it's easily spreadable on the Teflex sheet when you get ready to dehydrate. So we have 2 cups of flax meal. And we're gonna add that once Shama is looking good over here. Well, she's already looking good, but when she gets the bowl ready, it seems to be going well. So we'll add this in. And so to get flax meal, you're gonna wanna grind up flax seeds, like we've ground up herbs or seeds in previous episodes. We use a coffee grinder, typically a different one than we use to grind our coffee, so that we don't get our coffee in with our raw food.
Some markets do supply already ground flax meal.
Most markets do, yeah. And I believe that's what we did today. I think we just had the ground flax. So it smells really good. So she's almost done there, so I'm gonna move over here and show you what the result looks like. I'll move back over here to put that away. And we have dehydrated these for 6 hours. We have laid it out over a Teflex sheet in our dehydrator. And then we flipped it over and dehydrated it again onto a tray. And it looks about like this. I dehydrated it overnight and then flipped it over and dehydrated it for another 6 hours, or until it's crispy, until it's crunchy and to your liking. So we have 2 prepared crackers here, and then you can cut them up or break them apart, whichever you feel comfortable with. And I believe we dehydrated them for at 115 degrees. And I think we're ready to spread some olive tapenade on them. What do you think, Shama? All right. We'll just break them apart. It's a lot easier. That way you don't get too many crumbs either. And your whole house is just gonna smell like a yummy cooking pizza and herbs. It's really delicious. I had a good time. So, these crackers are looking good. And the thinner you spread the batter, the less time it's gonna take to dehydrate. So if you go quarter inch thickness, you're gonna probably be looking at a little bit more time, maybe up close up to like 16 hours. But the thinner you go, the less time. So these are pretty thin here today. And we're ready to serve it up. Would anybody in the audience care to taste these out or try these out? You good?